hay un camión, que hay otras casas de viviendas, pero esto es un horror, Dios mío de mi vida. Ahora estamos protegiendo esta parte de aquí arriba, está cayendo de todo por aquí, yo me he caído un tejado. Bueno, esta es la situación en Palacios de Jamuz, muy crítica, como veis. Nada, se está...
Ponía que iba a venir la UME, no sé qué, decían que iba a venir la UME.
A ver si se dan a más a todos.
Eso dijeron, que venía la UME.
¡Hay aquí!
Spain continues to experience a wave of wildfires that have burned more than 115,000 hectares of land. Thousands of people have been evacuated and several people have died. Castile and León is the worst affected region, with more than 20 active fires in Zamora, León, Salamanca, and Ávila. In Galicia, 14 fires remain active, with more than 46,000 hectares burned in the province of Ourense alone. A public alert has been issued, with 68 people still self-isolating. Other fires are still burning in Asturias and Extremadura. In Extremadura, the Girilla fire is of concern, with 4,800 hectares burned, along with 7 other active fires. In the Valencian community, the Teresa de Cofrentes fire and the Exetiva fire have stabilized. The Ministry of the Interior estimates that 19 fires are at severity level 2. Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez will visit the forest fire-affected areas of Ourense and León this Sunday and meet with the heads of the emergency response and coordination teams. Meanwhile, the Popular Party, PP, has called on the central government to deploy the army to support emergency operations. The regional government of Castile and León warned on Sunday of high concentrations of particulate matter polluting the air due to the forest fires that have particularly affected the western regions Galicia and northeastern Portugal in recent days, and which have had an even greater impact in the León region of El Bierzo. According to information provided by the Ministry of Environment, Housing and Land Use Planning, the recommendation is for the public to take precautionary measures, particularly avoiding activities involving physical exertion for at-risk groups and people sensitive to poor air quality, and wearing masks.
No os preocupéis, por mucho que veáis que aquí tenemos ruta para escapar, ¿vale? Ahora tenemos que evitar que vaya el fuego para esas casas de ahí.
Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez traveled today from Lanzarote, where he was spending his vacation, to the forest fire-affected areas of Ourense, where he met with the heads of the emergency and coordination teams. He will then make a statement at the Forward Command Post and is also scheduled to travel to León to continue his visit to the fire-affected areas. On Thursday, 28 residents of Castromel and Zamora were evacuated. The fire had reached the town, a village whose center is divided between Castile and León in Galicia. It has 2 mayors and their territories are separated by a river, but both towns share the same name. Many residents decided not to protest. Volunteers from Castromel are monitoring the return of fire on the border with Ourense. The forest fires that have broken out in recent days in Castile and León have forced more than 3,500 people in the provinces of León, Zamora, Salamanca, and Palencia to evacuate their homes this week, according to the latest information provided by the regional government. The Castile and León Emergency Service 1212 has appealed to the public to follow the authorities' instructions and not to endanger their lives or the lives of others. The province most affected by fire evacuations was León, with up to 1,500 residents evacuated from 29 municipalities, including 200 residents from the village of San Cristobal de Valdueza, who were sheltered in Ponferrada, 150 residents of Pobladura de la Sierra who were sheltered in Astorga, and 150 residents of Casasurts who were evacuated to the nearby town of Boca de Horgano, the largest population center. In the case of Zamora province, all 1,350 evacuees came from the municipality of Porto, but in this case only about 100 were sheltered in the nearby town of Puebla de Sanabria, as most of the evacuees were visitors who came during the holiday season and have since returned home. Meanwhile, in the province of Salamanca, 4 towns have been evacuated due to the large fires that broke out in Cipreas, Villaseco de los Reyes, Cerizal del Porto, Gru, and Gijo, resulting in the evacuation of 575 people, approximately 130 of whom are still sheltering in the nearby town of Ledesma. Finally, in the case of the province of Palencia, 3 municipalities have been evacuated: Carbado de Arriba, Carbado de Albado, and San Pedro de Cansoles, from which 60 people were eventually evacuated, half of whom have been relocated with relatives in neighboring towns, and 25 in the Gardo Sports Center.